Hey guys, let's see, it's 4:15, so I know some of you are on your way home from work right now, other of you are still there, some of you are home with your kids right now, maybe thinking about what you're gonna make for dinner, and I hope that you'll take a minute just to hear this message that I want to share with you. I'm gonna be honest, I do not talk about my job as a coach and what I do and how I train other coaches to be successful in this business, because even though it's been the biggest gift to our family, there's always that hesitation and that fear that people are going to think that I'm one of those really douchey salespeople. Like, that is everyone who comes into this business, is their biggest fear. I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to be that annoying person on social media. And so I really stick to what I'm good at. I stick to inspiring and encouraging people. I stick to teaching about health and fitness. I know a lot about the area. That's my comfort zone. And I know I can help people there. And then there's the coaching, the business aspect. And I have learned so much when it comes to running your own business from home. As an entrepreneur from home, like, there's unique struggles, and I've just come to the realization that I cannot help the amount of people that I want to help unless I have other people join me, unless I'm able to find like-minded individuals who want to come alongside me and experience this gift for themselves, and also learn, who want to learn how do you look at someone's health and fitness situation, look at their goals, look at their struggles, and create a plan for them. That's something that I tried to figure out how to do on my own. It took me years of knowledge and research and schooling to figure out how to do that. And now I'm teaching my coaches for free because I want to, what drives me, you guys, is to truly make a positive impact in this world and make the people who I have the opportunity to interact with, make sure that their life is healthier and happier because they knew me and because of the experiences I've been able to share with them. And so, like, income, I hesitate talking about because I, first of all, am a very private person, I would say, when it comes to our finances. My husband and I do not like to shout from the mountaintops what we make. Like, that's not just not who we are. But I've also recognized if I don't share that with you and where I'm at and the realistic expectations that someone could set looking at starting their own business like this, then I'm never going to be able to set that standard of what they should expect. And so I just did the breakdown of our finances this year so far. And I've been partnered with the company I'm working with now for a little over 2.5 years. I think, it was 32 months, 2 years, 8 months. So far, as of the end of November, not including when I got paid this month so far, this opportunity has brought to our family $82,847. That's crazy, in 32 months. And all of that was part-time. There were some months where I worked full-time hours. I would say I probably worked 40 hours doing this, building my business. But other than that, I was all part-time, because you guys have to remember, if you didn't know my story, the first 2 years of this, I worked full-time as a nurse in a prison, and my schedule was 40 to 60 hours a week. And I had at least one baby at home and family stuff. And so this was very part-time. I couldn't work full-time. And now that I'm home, I'm recognizing it's even harder with 2 babies at home to find the structure and the time to make this business a priority. But it is a priority for me. I have to make a certain amount of money each month for me to be able to stay home with my kids. So, that's a great motivator. And I know a lot of other moms out there who would do anything to be able to stay home and raise their kids and not have to take them to daycare or not have to pay a babysitter, whatever the situation may be. I'm just so incredibly thankful I started when I did, because it takes time to build, like with anything. The traditional brick and mortar business usually takes about 5 years before you see any kind of surplus. And in this type of business, what I love is that there's no overhead. You invest in your own health journey. I have purchased supplements, I have purchased workout gear, I have purchased workout programs, I've purchased nutritional programs, I purchased my healthy performance line supplements that I use. I don't have to purchase anything else. I choose order business cards or, pay for certain ads and marketing and learn about things like that, but you don't have to. And so it's insane the opportunity that I've recognized this to be the more that I'm in it. And okay, so going back to numbers, because I know a lot of people have asked me that, and it's encouraging. This year, again, working full time with 2 babies. I had a kid in that time. My yearly income so far with this business has been $44,461. That averages to about $4,000 a month. And shoot, I wanted to do this equation. I'm going to pull my calculator up on my computer if I can find it, because I wanted to show you. Of course, it's going slow. I was going to break down for you kind of what that looks like hourly. I work on average maybe 20 hours a week. And so if you take that, again, and I get paid every week, and it changes every week. And every month it seems to grow a little bit, which is awesome. It fluctuates, obviously, depending. But so let me take that average that I made this year per month and divide it, we'll say by 4. That's about $1,010 a week, okay? And then we'll say divided by 20 hours. So I'm averaging about $51 an hour working from home. And I get paid to take care of myself, to invest in personal development, make sure my mind is always challenged and that I'm growing into the best version of myself, the best leader that I can be for my team and my family and my kids. I'm the best wife I can be for my husband. I'm getting paid to stay accountable and make sure that I'm doing my workouts every day. And, when I'm not, then I'm getting paid to make sure I figure out a way how to turn things around and get back on track. Because I'm not perfect. There were months that I didn't work out, and I felt it. I wasn't the best version of myself. And so I had to figure out how to get back on track. And then I share that with my team. Hey, I was really off and was not following my program. This is how I felt, and this is what I did to get back on track, and now I feel awesome, right? I get paid to drink superfood shakes that have really made a very positive impact in my health, in my hormone balance, in my energy, in my digestion, especially in my energy. You guys, I have 2 babies, an 11-month-old and an almost 3-year-old, who have maybe slept one night in their entire, there was maybe one night that I got 6 hours solid of sleep in the last 3+ years. So for me to have the energy to raise them and keep up with a business that's constantly changing and is working with people, and I'm constantly working with people and their problems, that can be very draining. And so I have to figure out how to have the energy to keep going. And I get paid to figure that out. And it's so rad. I never knew this existed before. And I'm tired of hiding it. I'm tired of being nervous of how people will perceive what I'm trying to share, the opportunity I'm trying to share. There are, amazing companies out there. What I love about this one is I know that I'm someone who's very passionate about health and fitness, and I have a message to share, and I have a passion to help people, and I know that I can. And so I have the best of both worlds, where I am an entrepreneur and I have my own schedule, my own hours. I can work from wherever I want, however I want. I can do my marketing however I want. I can build whatever kind of relationships however I want in my business. But I'm also partnered with a multi-billion-dollar company that gives my family luxury vacations. No nursing job I ever had that as a sign-on bonus. Right? And I went to nursing school and paid over $100,000 for my nursing degree, and I don't regret it at all, obviously. But I did it because it was a good job. I knew I was going into a good job, and I knew that it was, you know, usually going to end up equaling about a 6-figure job for me as a nurse. I liked that I had the opportunity to work 12-hour shifts so that I could have less days at work. But I came to find out really quick in my nursing career that it wasn't the field, the opportunity that I knew, I learned I was put on this earth to help people in, if that makes sense. As a nurse on the floor, I wouldn't have necessarily the opportunity to say, I'm so sorry that you're struggling with acid reflux so much. I know the doctor just wrote you this prescription, but actually you should probably try some apple cider vinegar and maybe some Himalayan salt, because that medication over time is going to jack you up even more. I'd probably get fired. So I knew I had to find another way, and that's, you know, so I looked into and I did my certification to become a holistic health coach years ago, and you know, that was okay, and they taught me business training, but I had no idea what to do, and it was not sustainable. It's very hard to be a health coach on your own and make a very make a good living. It's very, very hard. And here I am, an entrepreneur, a health and fitness coach with all my experiences, working part-time hours, making a full-time income, and I'm able to raise my kids, and I'm able to invest in, part of my job is investing in my own health. And I see all these caretakers out there, I see, especially in the medical field, who run themselves ragged, who are stressed to the max, their hair's falling out, they're not eating right, they have gained a ton of weight, or they're losing a ton of weight because of the stress. They have very high anxiety. They're having to take medication for their medical issues that are being caused by their stressful work environment. The break room is full of junk food. They are the unhealthiest people that I know in the medical setting, right? Like, they need this more than anyone. And so I found this, I feel like what I found is like a gold mine, and it's hidden, and not many people will ever experience this type of work environment because they think they know what it is and they don't. That's why I didn't ever try this sooner than I did. I thought that I knew what it meant to be to be partnered with this company. I thought it was a scam, like everybody else. I thought it was, you know, anything that had to do with any kind of multi-level marketing was evil, like a pyramid scheme. I didn't even know what a pyramid scheme was, but I'm like, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. I hear it all the time, and it's a bummer that I didn't start it sooner. And I know that like 9 out of 10 people will never even look into this because of the company that I partnered with. I mean, you know, with Beachbody is set up as a network marketing business, and everyone and their mother says, I am not a salesperson. This is not for me. I am not a salesperson. Like, I don't have any product in my house that I physically sell. I really don't. What I love about my title and my job and what I do is that I'm the middleman. I meet my clients and they tell me, these are my goals, this is where I've struggled in the past. You know, what can you do for me? And I ask them a lot of questions. I have a free health questionnaire that I love to send to new people. I get to know where they're at, what they've struggled with, where they want to be, what has worked and what hasn't worked in the past, and then I say, okay, based on what you've shared with me, here is my recommendation and why this, I guarantee, will work for you if you do it. And then I coach them along and I provide them support and accountability and the tools and the resources, and then I get them there. Isn't that rad? Like, I'm the middle person between where they are, where they want to be, and I help coach them along the way and give them the resources to do that. And in doing so, I get paid not by the client I'm working with, by a third-party company to help people get healthy. I love that the mission of Beachbody is to help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. And I'll tell you something, being a coach has added so much accountability because people are watching me. Right? How many of you struggle with motivation and being accountable and showing up for yourself? If you won't show up for yourself, then maybe you'll show up because you know that there's people in your circle who need to be motivated, who need to make a lifestyle change in order to still be around for their kids and their grandkids. And maybe you are the one that's going to do it for them, that's going to motivate them, that's going to be that example that they needed to see. So I wanted to share this with you, and I'm so going off on a tangent as I always do, but I wanted to basically tell you why you will be seeing more from me, looking for the right people that I can partner with. I can't do it all. And I feel like I've had so much life experience in my 31 years of life that I need to share. I need to teach. I want to instill these lessons into the people that I think my husband's home. I think the door's gonna open. I want to share this so that it doesn't end with me, because I know that my experiences as a young girl, you know, being hit by a drunk driver, being put on life support, losing my dad, not being able to walk for a year, and that recovery process and the trauma that I went through as a kid and learning how to heal from that, and then, you know, my mom shortly after going through cancer and learning how to deal through that, and then, you know, being so sick through college to where no specialist could figure out what was going on with me. I had the estrogen levels of a 55-year-old woman at only 20 years old, and no one could tell me why, and my digestive system was a mess. And then fast forward to getting married young, getting divorced young, being blindsided by that, and the pain and the trauma that left me with, about having a miscarriage, and just knowing that that was our girl, like that was the baby girl that I was pregnant with, and the agony kind of that I went through, but also what I learned. All of this I want to share, and I try on social media, but all of those life lessons I want to be able to share with more people, because I want to continue this ripple effect. And the bottom line is, I want so deeply for people to learn how to live their best life, to be the best version of you. We are all different, but I want so deeply for you to be the most confident, strong, inside and out version of yourself that you can be, that you're created to be. And so many times we get bogged down with stress, with lifestyle diseases, with, you know, way too many extra pounds. We feel lethargic. We're not taking care of ourselves. So our self-esteem goes down. We don't believe in ourselves anymore. We don't believe we can be successful because we've tried all the diets. We've tried all the things. It just doesn't work for us. We're broken. It's not true. It's not true. Like, you're so worth it and you're so capable. You just need someone to show you the way. And that's what coaching is. That's what it is. And that's what I love about it. And I love that it can provide so many families with financial freedom from anywhere. You love your job, awesome. Make this a side gig. Make this the thing that gives you guys vacation money. Make this the thing that helps you find fulfillment in the world by being a positive influence and earning your family a free vacation every year. You know, whatever it is, everyone's different, whatever motivates you. Now, I know that people, most of the things that I hear and that I've said are, I'm not a salesperson. Thank you. You don't need to be. I'm shy, I'm an introvert. I tend to attract introverts. And I've come to love that because introverts are genuine. And I don't want anyone that is not genuine. I will not work with anyone who is not genuinely passionate about helping people. That has to be in there. What are some other things? I don't have the time. I did not have the time. Like I said, I had a baby at home. When I first started this, he was only 3 months old, and I worked 40 to 60 hours in a prison where I could not multitask and run my job at the same time. I had to prioritize it. Here I am, retired from my nursing career because I'm able to do this from home. Pretty awesome, right? So I understand the fear and the doubt. I'm not at my goal weight. You do not have to be, because that makes you a real human. And this will add accountability to your journey, I promise. Those are some of the things that I hear, and I see you and I understand where you're at. And I also understand that some of you are like I was, where your degree or experience has far exceeded anything that you thought a Beachbody coach was. And I want to tell you, I've been so humbled. I know a lot about health, holistic health, nutrition, homeopathy, herbology, Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. I know a lot about it, and I've been so humbled by these programs because they've gotten me amazing results and the people I work with. So I see you, I see your doubts, I understand them, but I want to ask you to like think a step further. What if you tried this? What if you could bring an extra $100,000, $500,000 a month into your family? What would that mean for you? What would that mean for your kids? What would that mean for your debt? What does that look like? What if you had a community of amazing people who wanted to support you in your journey, whatever that looks like? What would it mean to be able to add a little bit more fulfillment to your life? What would it mean to be just a little bit of a better version of yourself than where you are today? What would that mean? What would it mean to you to be a role model to your family and the people around you who you influence, whether you want to believe it or not? How would that impact your life? I am really excited about this next year and the things that are coming into play, the trainings that I've been able to put together. It's taken me the last 32 months to learn some of these things, and I'm really helping my coaches start off much stronger than I did, and I started off really strong. So I'm going to share with you what's been successful for me and what hasn't worked, what I don't want you to waste time on, how to do this, with a limited schedule, how to do this with family at home, how you do this while you're working full time, and how to make your biggest impact in the world while doing this, because that's what it's about. But it's also about, you can't build a business if you're not making an income. This is not making dirty money. Sometimes we feel like it's making dirty money because you're helping people, but everybody has to make a living, right? And so why not make an incredible income by helping people become the best version of themselves? If you ask me, that's the best job in the world. I mean, obviously motherhood is, I think I'm supposed to say that on here or something. But really, as far as making income goes, why wouldn't you want to work in a job where you're making a positive impact in the world and helping moms be better versions of themselves? And, dads be better versions of themselves, helping restore marriages, because when both sides are independently strong and confident and healthy in who they are, together they are unstoppable. Helping parents learn how to help their kids make healthy choices so they're not dealing with the diabetes and obesity rate it's like 1 in 3 kids now are borderline, either obese or borderline diabetic. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? What if we can make an impact to end the trend, help people live healthy, fulfilling lives? So if this is something that at all resonates with you, if you watch this far, I know my videos are always long-winded. I get so excited. I am doing a new coach mentorship starting December 17th. That's a week from today. I will say that right now is a really awesome time to start your business because we have a brand new program launching in January that's all set up for you. All you have to do is get your friends and family excited to jump on board with you and do it with you. And I will teach you how that can turn into, your first $1,000 in a month or $500 in a month, whatever you want it to be. Again, it's your business. You run it however you want to. But we have some very cool things coming up that are really fun incentives to kind of do this thing and stick it out and show up for yourself and show up for your family. So if you're at all interested, I'm going to post in the comments below a coach application form. I do not work with everybody. We have to be aligned in our purpose, and I need to know that you have a strong work ethic and that you will show up. And I need to know you're teachable And you do not have to know all the things. That's what I'm here for. But I just want to make sure that we vibe on our personality level. So anyways, this application I will post below. If everything looks good, we both want to move forward, I will schedule a phone interview with you and then hopefully get you started. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening with your family. I'm going to go make dinner. Okay, bye.